2, 4, 6, 8.
Get out of here!
We don't want to
Go back to Africa!
This is how Elizabeth Eckford explained her experiences through her diary.
Sometime during the past summer, I heard that there would be an attempted integration of Little Rock Central High School. I volunteered to be one of the first black students ever attending there. I don't really know what to expect. Lately, I have heard that people have been talked out of it due to the troubles of adjusting to a white school. I don't even know why we have to fight for integration in the first place. I mean, the Brown v. Board of Education case came to the verdict of integrated public schools across the U.S. I guess it's moving slowly.
11 days before school started, I heard that the Georgia governor had given a speech about keeping schools segregated. Everyone cheered him on. Then Mrs. Bates, a president from the Arkansas NAACP, got a rock thrown through her window and a note saying, "Stone this time, dynamite next." Later, there was a fiery burning cross in her backyard, with a note suggesting, "Go back to Africa," signed by the KKK. Then something terrible happened. I was ready to go to school, expecting to meet the other 8 there. When I arrived at the school, there was a huge mob. I walked silently up to the soldiers and tried to get past them. They raised their bayonets at me. As I walked across the street, people were shouting, "Get a rope! Let's lynch her!" A friendly fellow led me to the drugstore nearby to call a taxi.
September 23rd, 1957. Today we tried to get into the school again. We were safely inside until noon, when we had to leave because the angry mob was able to break through the police barricades. That night, there was violence all across the city. I knew that President Eisenhower had to do something before the violence got too harsh. News said that he signed a document allowing the Secretary of Defense to send armed troops to Little Rock. I knew they were going to help us go to school.
September 25th, 1957. Today was my first full day of school at Central High. We were escorted to school in military vehicles, armed with big guns. Even though 1/3 of the whites weren't at school, most of the other students accepted our presence in the school. People even asked some of us to sit with them at lunch.
October 3rd, 1957. I walked outside Central High to find a group of white students doing something terrible. They had held a demonstration where they lynched and brutally burned a straw-stuffed dummy of a black student. They were laughing and having a great time at the sight. I felt terrible. I really hope that all of our efforts help to desegregate public schools across the nation. I sure don't want other people to have to suffer through this experience.
Run, children, run. Run, children, run. Run, children, run, I say.
'Cause I got a right to the tree of life.
You got a right, you got a right.
You got a right to the tree of life.
Everybody got the right.
You got a right to the tree of life.
You got a right, you got a right.
You got a right to the tree of life.
Everybody got the right.